Hello everyone. I'm going to be doing a brief video on how you can add a Performance Matters assessment directly to your Schoology page. The way that I would recommend doing this is when you're on whatever course you would like to be delivering the assessment. I'm going to be using a student aid as an example page. You're going to go to Add Materials. Now from the drop-down menu, you would like to select Add Common Assessment. Now when you select this, it will bring up the list of assessments available to you at this time. Now mine looks very crowded because it shows all of the possible Performance Matters assessment because of my accessibility, but you will only have accessibility to the assessments within your content. So if you teach Algebra 1, you're only going to see Algebra 1 tests. If you teach anatomy and physiology, you're only going to see those tests. So you don't have to worry about making sure you select the correct one. I mean, well, you need to be mindful of that, but you won't have all of these options. It will only be the assessments from your content. So please make sure you select the correct one, but you will not have as many options as me. So I'm going to select this Algebra 2 Unit 1 assessment, and then you hit Add to Course. Now, when you've added this to your course, it automatically shows up at the bottom of your page, and it is unpublished. Notice this is unpublished. This can be moved into a folder. For example, if you wanted to move it into a folder, you can just select it like you would any element within Schoology and drop it or drag it to the correct folder that you would like it to be in, or you can leave it directly on the page. Once you have created the assessment, then you need to go to edit your assessment so that way you can put in the proper preferences for your gradebook. So we're going to go to edit. Now, the most important thing, now I'm going to say this again, the most important thing is that we select enable grading. If you do not select this, you will have to manually grade every element and input several things from the student test to Performance Matters. So you do not want to do that. You absolutely do not want to do that. That is the worst mistake you could make. So please make sure you select enable grading. Once you have done that, it'll bring up all of the grading preferences that you are used to within Schoology. Now, as a personal preference, I do like to select a due date, and for category, I like to select practice. Now, I know this is a major assignment for almost all classes, but I like to select practice here so I can manually adjust grades or curve grades as needed. That way it does not confuse the communication between Performance Matters and Schoology. Also, by having that be listed in the practice category, some of the elements of Schoology and Performance Matters auto grade. So you will see the student's grade change a lot during that time. So that does cause some students some anxiety. So I try and keep it on practice until the entire assessment has been graded. Then you can go back and change this to major if you would like, or like I said, you can create a separate grade column adjacent to it listed as a major assignment and then manually input in the grades in the column right next to it. Again, that's just a practice that I like to use just in case I need to make changes from the grade from Performance Matters to the grade to my gradebook. Once you have selected, again, I like numeric as well. Once you've selected whatever elements you would like, you would hit Save Changes. Again, make sure you hit Enable Grading. And then the assessment will be ready within your Schoology page. Now, I like to leave this, and I would strongly recommend you leave this unpublished until you are ready to deliver the assessment. Once it's the day of the assessment and you have your students in front of you, you can go into this little cogwheel here, and then you're going to hit Publish. Once you publish this, students will have accessibility to answer the questions on the assessment. So again, this is how you add an assessment from Performance Matters to your Schoology page, how to put in the proper preferences. Again, that's completely up to you. I was just showing you the way that I like to do it. And again, if you guys have questions about this, you can hit publish. If you guys have questions about this, do not hesitate to contact me. I would be glad to help in any way that I can. Hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm going to be doing a few more videos on Performance Matters and ways that you can track student progress on the test, how to grade the test, and then eventually how to create some score reports that can be used for data discussions using Performance Matters. So thank you again, guys. I'll catch you later.